They, on their front page, has got a cartoon there. So the cartoon is of a shadow of US President Donald Trump holding a baseball bat, and everybody's hiding from him around the corners, and he's smashing everything left, right and center. Kind of feels that way, doesn't he? Misinformation and misunderstanding. Cyril's office downplays Trump attack, but the human cost of drastic aid cuts will be catastrophic. You know, I've been watching and reading the repercussions already of this funding freeze, and you know how it has threatened health initiatives, impact on emerging markets, health, food, you name it, to the most desperate nations. So, you know, it's a very, very difficult situation we're in right now around the world, but that's the story that they've got there. Then we've got up on the top there, Steenhuisen not worried by leadership challenge suggestions, and then a deep dive into the mysteries of the manta ray, and Bassem Youssef finding solace in satire. So that's the front page of the Mail and Guardian this morning. Let's have a look at the business day now. And obviously, the Business Day, along with many of the other newspapers, taking on the SONA as their front story. Councils take SONA centre stage. Local government failings threat to Eskom water boards, says the president as he outlines sweeping changes. And there, a lovely photograph of the president below the statue of the former president Nelson Mandela at the Cape Town City Hall ahead of his State of the Nation address. Then Anglo-American faces second De Beers write-down. Anglo diamond unit De Beers is on the brink of a second write-down in as many years, underscoring the turmoil, the global gemstone market, and complicating CEO Duncan Van Blood's push to lift shareholder returns. That's what they have got there on their other main story. The president announces digital revolution, one can only hope, and also the whole issue of the visas, and the Home Affairs Minister Leon Schreiber kind of liking what the president had to say there about the digitization of Home Affairs. Yeah, it is overdue. It really is. We do need that. And yeah, let me leave that there. We've got lots of other papers to get through this morning. So that's the front page of the Business Day. Let's have a look at the Citizen now. I beg your pardon, the Star. Another round of empty promises is what the Star are leading with. President Ramaphosa's first State of the Nation address since the formation of the GNU has sparked mixed reactions on social media, with many questioning the sincerity of his promises. And that's the one that they have taken on their angle. This all the photograph at the City Hall outlining the government's priorities for the year. So not too much optimism here on the front page of the Star. President urged to act on health department corruption. Activist Sipasihle Jele has called on the president to back his State of the Nation address with action and send alleged corrupt health department officials to prison. And that's one of them. Jele, the advisor to the former Joburg Mayor Kabelo Gwamanda, says the National Department of Health is under siege by officials. Health Minister who are opposed to the Ramaphosa, the Health Minister, and the Director General's fight against corruption. So there's also a photograph there. I actually saw him yesterday. The Tsongo disco legend, Penny turned heads with his signature bola and dazzling chains as MK Party's most flamboyant MP. I also saw his bright gold shoes shining there on the red carpet. So, all right, there we go. And Ramaphosa fails to address key issues, says MK Party's Klope. Next paper is the Citizen. Yeah, there we go. Let's work together, is what the president is saying in their headline. And we want the nation where it works for all, says the president, where he's pledging to the nation. Last night, he announced expansive projects which include spending more than 940 billion rand on infrastructure and 375 billion by state-owned companies over the next 5 years. But unions, opposition parties and analysts were not convinced. All right, that's their front page. And then finally, let's go to the Sowetan, and the president holding up a peace sign saying, "We will not be bullied." Ramaphosa asserts South Africa's stance on redressing imbalances of the past in the face of threats from the US over expropriation law. President announces plans to resolve water crisis, grow the economy, and a new funding model for municipalities, and 100 billion rand transformation to uplift black South Africans, also part of government's priorities. And that's it. Those are the front pages of the newspapers. Remember, sabcnews.com also got you covered. There is that State of the Nation address. I'm sure you can rewatch it if you missed it. It'll be loaded up there. There it is, already loaded for you. You can watch that with some analysis, and also the app. We've got our SABC Plus app ready for you to download, register, and get all of this content for free.